Hey guys, welcome back to my weekly videos. So this video is going to be a little bit different this week. I'm not picking a topic and sharing insight on it, but it is something that's helpful and I am still sharing something with you guys. So you might have seen on my Instagram story, I put out a little bit of detail about a trailer that I'm putting out, but I wanted to give you guys some more background about it so that once I put the trailer out, which is next week, that you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from and a little bit more about what's going on, because there's only so much that can be said in a 3-minute trailer. So as you guys know, I have my life coaching company, which is NowBloom, and under it I'm a transformative life coach and mentor. And I always knew that I was going to do some type of mentorship program or online course, but I just didn't know when. I felt like I was going to do it next year, but this summer I just felt led to start working on it right away. And so I did, and so here we are. And I wanted to give you guys some insight as to why I created this program, because really this is my why. This is the reason why all of this is even happening in the first place. So I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about my story, and a lot of you already know this and have already heard this, so I'm really sorry if this is repetitive to you, but it is my why, and it's why I'm doing life coaching, mentoring, creating this program. It's why I record videos every week and put them out. It's literally why I'm doing what I'm doing. There's no other reason. So my first client as a coach was myself, and that's what I want to share with you guys. And I have dealt, I have kind of overcome this area and dealt with this area a long time ago, so I'm not emotional talking about this. It's just facts to me, and it's just part of my story. So growing up, I had no concept of self-worth or confidence, and I was just very shy, very introverted. There's nothing wrong with that, but at the time I thought that there was. So I felt that I was just apologizing for even just being myself, being who I was, even existing at that time. I just felt like a very unhappy child and very insecure, extremely insecure, major social anxiety, all of these things. And then I experienced things at a young age that I shouldn't have experienced, basically, which I felt definitely corrupted me and started to put me on this path of like self-destruction. So then when I was like, I would say probably in grade 7 or grade 8, this is when it really started for me, of feeling depressed and engaging in like self-harm. And I would start repeating the same patterns over and over again, where I would attract like people into my life that would do things to me that were, I don't want to say like, well, yeah, I don't know if I'd say horrible, but anyways, they weren't great. And this was just a pattern that just kept happening over and over again. And then when I was 21, when I was turning 21, that same year, that's when I kind of just came to the point where I was like, okay, I have depression. Like, I would come out of it, of course. I would come out of it, but I'd go back into it, or I always had social anxiety. And then I started experiencing anxiety where I'd have panic attacks, where I wasn't able to take a plane by myself or go too far away from my home on my own or without my parents. And obviously that just became debilitating. So I just felt like on a subconscious level, but almost on a conscious level, I was just so self-destructive, where I was waiting for someone to treat me poorly or to be abusive to me or something in that nature. And then once I was 21, I kind of just came to this point where I was like, I'm really tired of telling myself the story of my life, that this is my life and that this is how things are for me. I'm really, really tired of being a victim of my circumstances. And I was like, I guess, I had a choice to make then, if I'm just going to continue as things were, or if I was going to do something about it. And let's just quote Bridesmaids for a second, because I just watched it yesterday. So I didn't realize that I was my problem, but I also was my solution. And so at that time, I just went hardcore into self-development, with books and with just teachings, and just, when I decide to do something, I do it all out. So from when I was 21 until now, I'm 27, and that might not seem like a long time, but when you're aggressively pursuing it, both as a career and just for personal life and hobby, it is a long time, and especially because the way I do things, I just go all in. And I was doing all this because I was my own first client. I was fighting for my own life at the time. And naturally, because I'm a very compassionate person, then once I came to the point where I felt I've overcome these things, I need to share this with other people. So that's where I'm at now, or I have been actually for the few years, where I've been like, I need to share this with people. So earlier this year, I had a coach say to me, so what did you do to get to the place where you are now? And I was kind of shook, because I was like, how can I answer that in one question? I really can't answer that, just in one answer. And so I decided I'm going to do this in a course, basically, and I'm going to do a 12-week mentorship program. And it's 12 weeks because I did a 12-week mentorship program earlier this year, someone else's, and it was amazing. It was on being single and empowered and growing your relationship with God. And it was just so transformative to me for those 3 months. And it's 3 months out of our lives to set ourselves on a completely different path, which is amazing. So basically, I decided I'm going to be putting all of this knowledge, everything that I did, into this course by releasing one teaching a week, and then doing an assignment or assigning an assignment. And then I have, of course, my handouts and all of my materials from my life coaching course. So there's going to, each month is going to have a theme. So the first month theme is going to be discovering who you are. The second month is healing from your past. And then the third month is blooming into your destiny. And what I find is that, by the way, this is going to be starting September 30th and it goes until December 16th. And what I find is that, so this is going to be much more cost effective as opposed to if you're not able to, let's say, invest right now in a coach. It's something that's an investment in yourself. And it's, again, more cost effective because it's a program online as opposed to doing one-on-one coaching. But what I also find is that in our society, we're just taught to invest in so many different things, but we don't invest in our healing and in ourselves. And people might argue that and say we do invest in ourselves because we invest in going to the gym or health, fitness, and hair and makeup and vacations, and all of that is for ourselves. True, yes, but it's not our healing, and it's not giving us purpose or peace or clarity about who we are and why we're here and our own personal purposes. So that's kind of the point of this entire course, and I'm really excited to share it because, of course, because I was able to do this on myself, I want to share it with other people. And the people that knew me then, when I was that person, when they see me now, they're like, who are you now, first of all? And the people that meet me now, when I tell them who I was then, they're like, I don't really believe you. So I was like, you know what? I need to share all of my knowledge about what I did. And it's also awesome because it's going to be ending on December 16th when the course is over. So it's like you're walking into 2020 as a new person. Like, yes. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to give you guys that background on it as to why I'm doing this. I think I missed a bunch of things, but I just wanted to put this out there so that next week when I put the trailer out, you have more insight as to where this is even coming from. And yeah, then there's going to be the link and it's going to show the full curriculum and everything like that. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to this video right now. And I'm really excited to put this out next week. The link's going to be there. And if you guys have any questions, if this is something that you're interested in investing in for yourself, or if there's someone that you know, then definitely send me a message and we can talk more about it.